lined it out game you expected?
Yeah, I thought they really came out ready. Coach Brunell did a good job. They exploited us. It wasn't that we weren't ready, but we weren't as sharp as we needed to be, and they scored 5 or 6 of their first possessions. And, it's so subtle, but our guys have to understand that. But I thought they did a good job. And, we caught a break without Nwankwo. He's such a factor defensively, and he's improving offensively. And they did a really good job without him. We had a play. I mean, it came down to us having to make some real good offensive plays down the stretch, come up with defensive plays. But, yeah, you don't get anything easy against Clemson's defense. They got easy stuff against us early, but then I thought the game settled into that hard-fought battle that we all expected.
Doug, and then Brad.
You hadn't won down here in a while. You've now won 6 ACC road games. How much do you think you're holding on today got back to the other games you won?
Yeah, I think every time you taste success or do something well, that's a good deposit that you need, and I think you can draw on that and not get rattled or flustered. Our radio guy, Ted Jeffrey, said we looked a little frazzled offensively at times, and maybe we did, but in a game like this defensively, the way they play, you're going to have some rough spots. I think we steadied it. We did not turn it over in the second half as much and then controlled the glass, but to make those plays down the stretch. Now, the two that are standing out in my mind, there's 3 things that stood out that could have cost us. Joe missing that dunk layup, and then that when London and him had a poor exchange. That, we went up 3 and it went right out of bounds, and we struggled a little bit at the free throw line. But we righted the ship, and guys, Anthony made a huge momentum play on that dribble handoff keep and one. Joe made some big buckets, and Malcolm did, and we held in there. And I think those things, to step up and make those and not feel panicked or threatened, like, oh my gosh, what's happening, and have had success in those spots before, yes, was significant.
Coach, there's been somebody every night that's kind of stepped up. Today was Mike Toby. What made him so effective today?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things, Nwankwo, and I think Anthony Gill in terms of a newer guy, but look at Mike's stat line as we're talking here, 7 to 9, yep. Nwankwo not being there, we thought we had a little bit of a mismatch, maybe because they have some good defenders inside without him, but not like Nwankwo, at least at this stage in their career, with all due respect. But Mike, if we could get deep position, we knew he would have a chance, and he capitalized on those. And, he was ready, and, we had a few miscues defensively, but I liked definitely, you look at our bench and then what Mike and Anthony brought from a scoring standpoint and efficiency offensively, you're talking about 11 for 13. It doesn't get much better than that, so.
Tony, how reassuring is it to you as a coach to see Malcolm on the foul line at the end of the game?
Why did he miss that one? That's what I want to know. So, no, he did a very poised, very, he has a quietness in his mind when he steps up there, and those were significant because they hit a big 3 to bring it within reach, and it was a battle. We knew it would be a tough game. You knew you'd have to be tough and compete like heck to be in this, and that was the mindset heading in. And once we got after those first 6 possessions, I thought we did a decent job with that.
And it seemed like the second half started out that way. You were
Yeah.
starting in both halves.
You're right.
What about the second half?
Yeah, they started out. They ran a good slip play, and Mike, he helped, but I said you got to be quick to recover. And that one they picked on him. One time Joe didn't have his hands quite. Again, it's subtle. It's not like we're just running into screens and not working, but just subtle. And boy, it's a fine line between being very good defensively and being mediocre. And boy, when you cross over, people at this level take advantage of it. And Clemson did both starts of each half, and we had to claw our way back to get into it.
What were you thinking defensively on when their next to last possession there when they took the really deep 3?
The one they made?
The one they missed.
The one they missed, was it the side out of bounds or just when they came down? We were talking about, we had a situation where we could switch if we needed to on certain ball screens. We work hard at beating screens and being ready, but there was certain guys who said, okay, if they come together, definitely switch, guard the 3-point line. That was the 3-point. We were up 3 at that time. Guard the 3-point line. Don't stretch out a little bit. Don't foul. Don't give them an uncontested 3. Let it play in there. And my assistant's yelling, should we foul? Should we foul? I said, no, just we're all right. So that's always a dilemma or a debate in your mind. But did a good job. Malcolm tapped one away. London traced on that one or chased the screen, and it went out of bounds. So got a chance.
Talk about the job you did today, controlling the glass and second hit chance points.
Yeah, we're very good on the glass. I think, again, Nwankwo not being there. So they spread out a little more than they usually do with some of their stuff. They had some good action where they ran ball screen stuff, slipped a guy to the rim, and we didn't do a great job on some of those. But one of their key rebounders was out, a big body, so that helped. But all that being said, we still had to bother shots, come back and rebound and contest, and those numbers against. I think their offensive rebounding is terrific. Let me take a quick look at KJ. One offensive rebound is significant. We said with him, make him earn everything. Did we do that? He maybe had one uncontested, big when he missed that tip dunk, but he had to earn for the most part, and he's a load. We fouled him a little bit, but he was obviously their key source for offense today.
Keep it on the far left. Tony, it seems like every win now is another milestone, something that hadn't been done in Virginia in 30 years, 20 years. There's got to be a lot of excitement out there. How do you keep the guys straight and focused on, hey,
Yeah.
that we got the next game ahead?
Yeah, no, there was, part of me wanted to come in the locker room and go, yeah, but I said, nah, just told them, great win, hard fought, made plays down the stretch, and I told our writers, we used the analogy of a stairwell of steps. You got 6 steps left, 5 left, put 2 feet on that step, and everything you got, that one is the most important one, no more important than any of the others, and now next is Virginia Tech, 2 feet on it. We're not putting 1 feet, we're not skipping it, and when you come down this road, you just want to give everything you have and be ready for the moment. And I think that's with their mind, because they're getting patted on the back, they're getting told things. But, forget all that. Use your formula that got you here, and let's approach this the right way. And that is a credit to having level-headed kids. And I'm sure it'll keep getting tested, but I think they know what they need to do.